Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on last year's national champion, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will put toe the leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Beavers offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great way to start this game. And one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So TCU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They'll send the back in motion. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball to the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Beavers will punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. It's complete to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'd be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, TCU. The defense winning points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken good. Here in week 9.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. It's an offense. We don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They run into a buzzsaw, already down 24-0, and this is going to get out of hand fast if they don't start here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, man on man. It was brutal up front.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Beavers line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number. Name to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box scores, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective.
There he goes. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Swings it out to the flat. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that 1st down. Nice job.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Number 12, with the carry.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, Dave, but this defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense set on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. And the returner will be knocked down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's got the tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth.
And the Beavers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside for defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough and stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Beavers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking for a crease to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to... Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Takes the handoff. It's high. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And it's no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snags a quick pass on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the defense got it.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end getting vertical. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly. They've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them.
Going for it all. Got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frog. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Complete to start this drive. Breaks into the open. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's high. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Beavers decide to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
He's got him. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Grab behind the line. It's Winston. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Oh, what a cut! Oh, another great. He smashes his way through again. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball is coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFarland. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Beavers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A 1st down for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go.
Turning it on! They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Fighting off the defender. And that is how we will wrap this one up. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got...